everybody. This is Jake from Longtail Pro, and today I'm going to share a number of different marketing ideas designed for small business, really businesses of any size, but most of these are free. Some of them cost a little bit of money but are very cheap, but they're all designed to be very practical, something you can do on your own with a very small team, which is why they're great for smaller companies. So hopefully this will help you, and let's get started. The first thing is to host a benefit. So ask yourself, what charities are you passionate about? And if you, especially if you have a community business, a local business, you might already be connected with certain charities you've worked with before that you give money to. Why not do a week in the store where you dedicate you do a food drive or a canned good drive for a local food pantry or something like that. Or maybe you're a pet food store and you do raise some money for an animal shelter that's nearby. Some kind of connection to your business and what you do. What it does on the marketing side is it gives you a chance to co-promote that with a local nonprofit. So, if you're truly doing something like that, let's just say for an animal shelter, they're gonna they tend to help you promote that as well. They're going to let people that stop in their place know, hey, by the way, if you guys shop over here this week, they're donating X amount of the proceeds to us, or they're helping us raise money. And so it kind of helps you partner with them, and they're sort of helping market you, you're helping market them. So it's good for a lot of reasons. The other thing you can do is offer a discount to those who do donate. So if you bring in a canned good, you're going to get this off of your purchase, or we're going to throw in a free whatever, something like that. And then be sure that you do a press release beforehand to let people know about it. So it's very simple. Write something up, send it out to your local media, newspaper folks, TV stations, things like that. Let them know what's going on so the community knows about it, because a lot of times people want to get behind these sorts of benefits and support them, and then do it after as well. So if you're donating something to a local nonprofit, have some pictures taken, everybody's feeling good, and send that back out as well as a follow-up press release. So again, it's a great way to get some good feelings about your business. But the important thing is start at the beginning of, you want it to be something that's connected to you, something that you're passionate about, so it's genuine. It doesn't feel like a marketing ploy. That's not the idea here. You really do want to do some real good, but if you do it the right way and don't do it haphazardly and sort of put some thought into it, it can turn into a great marketing effort for your business as well. The next thing is called Help a Reporter. This can be used for businesses large and small. It's something that I've used personally. We use it for Longtail Pro. I've used it for a number of different websites that I've helped promote. So I've done it in a variety of industries. The concept's very simple. You can go to helpareporter.com. This is absolutely free to do. It's also referred to as HARO sometimes, HARO for short. So what it is a bunch of journalists, bloggers, television producers, things like that are looking for a source. A lot of times they're on a deadline, so they need a quote for a story. They need an expert on a certain topic, and they're just looking for help. And so they'll use this service, which will blast email people like you and me and give you a list of all of the people that need sources. And so what you'll get when you sign up is you get every business day, you typically get a morning, lunchtime, and then afternoon or evening email, and it'll have 30, 50 different things in there, just these prompts of people that need a source. And so what you can do is that you can respond to any queries that are somewhat relevant to your business, because it's a great way to get some free publicity, to get a great link back to your website, to put you in front of a new audience. So the way to do it, and what I've found is most effective, is that you want to provide detailed, excellent answers. That may go without saying, but do it on your first try. When somebody's looking for an expert in whatever it is and you're knowledgeable in that topic, try to be their best answer. And that's going to be your best shot at getting included in their story and kind of getting featured. And really, you'll be surprised. I've been surprised at the quality and the high level of media outlets that you can be featured in. As somebody who right now, you may have no customers, you may be just getting started, it really doesn't matter. If you truly know your topic and can provide an excellent answer, you'll get picked up by some really, really big media outlets and quoted in those stories. So it's pretty cool. And again, absolutely free. And then the final thing with that is if you do get picked up, a lot of times the reporter we'll send you an email when the story's live and just say, hey, thanks, it's live. Here's a link, which is cool. So you can take a look at it, maybe share it on your social media because it makes you look good. But then send them an email back and just offer to help again in the future and say, hey, I'm always open. If you need somebody in the future on this topic, let me know. And I've had people come back to me because of that, sort of offline and say, hey, what do you think about this? And so it's a good way to build media connections as well. The next thing is to feature your customers. This is an idea that we wrote about featuring the Books, which is a flower delivery service that competes with 1-800-Flowers. You may have seen them on Shark Tank if you're a Shark Tank fan. I know I am. But the Books does this on Instagram. And so when they kind of use social listening, which is just the idea of they watch for people mentioning them or tagging them, and so, if let's just say a boyfriend gives flowers to his girlfriend, they come in the mail, and she'll get on her Instagram account and say, "Oh my gosh, I just got this from the Books," and have a really nice picture of her flowers on display. It looks really good, and the Books will just repost that on their corporate site. So they're kind of featuring their testimonials, but it's all just natural. They're just kind of keeping an eye out. But the cool thing is that the customer usually feels good about that. It's kind of cool. The company they featured me in my picture. That's pretty neat. So you can do the same thing. Showing off customer success stories or testimonials. This works well in a variety of industries. I mean, they do flowers, but if you're a personal trainer or a gym, people that post before and after pictures, or asking people for their success stories and then featuring them on your website and your social media is a really good tactic to use, because customers tend to share that post with their friends, because we all like to be featured and talk good about, and you're making that person look good. And so a lot of times what they'll do is, oh my gosh, hey guys, look, my local gym just featured my before and after pictures from my weight loss journey or whatever, and they'll share that on their Facebook, and all of a sudden your business is in front of all of their friends, and you didn't have to pay for the advertising or anything like that. You simply just shine the light on them, and then they naturally return the favor. And so the idea is that it'll build some brand loyalty there, because again, people tend to like that, when you're making them look good first. So they feel loyal to you because you've kind of done them a favor, you've made them look nice. And then it also builds a connection with prospects. Again, they're putting you in front of their friends, their family, people that you may not have reached before, but now they're sort of sharing your brand with them as well. The next thing is old school list building. So I love technology as much as the next guy, is probably more than most people. But there's still an opportunity to get out the pen and the paper to capture emails. And capturing emails is super important for just about any business that you're in. It gives you a chance to follow up with people. You're not constantly depending on a new traffic coming into your website or whatever. Even if you're a local business, it gives you an opportunity to share discounts and promotions and things like that. So there's no debate there that emails are important, but you don't always have to get emails from just your website or whatever. If you have a physical location, leave a piece of paper and a pen by the cash register and ask people if they want to receive your newsletter or your special discounts or whatever it is that you send on a regular basis, and just get their name and email. And what you'll find is that a lot of people say, hey, yeah, I come here all the time, that'd be great. And they sign up, and so you're getting a constant stream by spending no money, just setting something out. You're getting a constant stream of new people coming to your system that you can follow up with. The other thing you can do is offer an incentive for signing up. So, if you sign up, we're going to give you a coupon for this, or you'll get free access to this, and then just set that up with your email system. There's a lot of very affordable email autoresponder type systems out there. Use one of those to just, when you put somebody new in, automatically send them a coupon or whatever that incentive is. So again, as I mentioned, it's a great way to build up that group of followers, keep them connected to what you're doing in the future. And so it's kind of old school, but it's easy and it's free. The next one is to give away your product or your service. This one I love. It works really well, and it's a really great direct sales opportunity as well. We use this for our business at Longtail Pro, which is a keyword research software. So software is our business, and I'll share a little bit of our story. But you want to give away something that's very specific to your audience. So this is, of course, up to you and what your business is, but you want to avoid giving away generic stuff that you've probably seen before, where you might have a doctor's office or a dentist that's giving away an iPad or a free TV or something like that. The problem with that is that the people that you'll probably get a lot of signups, But the thing is that everybody that signs up to win an iPad, the only thing you really know about that person is that they like iPads and they want to win a free iPad. So that doesn't really tell you that they're in need of dental services. On the other hand, if that dentist were to offer a free tooth whitening service, they might get far less signups in total, but they do know something about those people, and that is that they're interested in teeth whitening, which is really what you want because that's a service that you sell. So you can sell to those people. And so who cares if you get 500 people that sign up for to win an iPad and only 50 that sign up for teeth whitening? You don't know anything about the iPad people, but the 50 that signed up for teeth whitening, you know you've got really solid quality leads there. So that's the important. And the next thing is to incentivize people to share your giveaway. So you've got some reach built in already. You know, if you have an email list going, you have people that stop by a physical location, you can promote your giveaway yourself. That only goes so far. In our case, I mentioned we did this ourselves. We used a software called Contest Domination, which you can check out. There's probably other contest management softwares out there, but basically it had built-in social sharing. So as somebody signs up, it asks them, it says, hey, you want to get more free entries? Share this on Facebook or email it to your friends. And as they referred people and they signed up, it would give them additional entries into the contest. So pretty powerful, and something to keep an eye out when you want to maximize the reach of your giveaway. And then again, it's better to be more narrow than to be too broad. And I won't go into that again, but the reasons are obvious. You're trying to get leads and ultimately sales here. So you give away something general, you're really not getting a very quality lead. And then finally, at the conclusion of it, make a special offer to everybody who didn't win the contest. So what we did in our case is we gave away a lifetime subscription to our software, which is something that we had never offered before. To get what we call the platinum version of our software, it was only available on a month-to-month subscription. And so we knew that people in our audience and people just in our industry, internet marketing, people that kind of build websites, that they would be interested in a free lifetime subscription of our software. And so we got a really good, we ended up with over 5,000 leads from that. Had a lot of people sign up, and then our software randomly picked a winner, and we did that. And then what we decided to do, because of the interest, is we made it available for sale for the first time. So we sort of assigned a price to that value. So instead of doing a monthly subscription, we said, hey, by the way, even though you didn't win, if you'd like to go ahead and buy a lifetime subscription instead of doing monthly payments, here you go. And we made it for sale, and it was a big seller. And so we made it available for 72 hours, and we did more business in that 3 days than we did the 30 days prior. So it was a really big hit. So not everything is going to be a home run like that. We had good success with it. But I think the idea is simple. When you have a narrow giveaway, once you reveal that winner, be ready to make a special offer. If it's a discount or a package deal, ideally it'd be something kind of unique or maybe something you haven't done before. It'd be really, really cool. But it's a great opportunity to capture some of those sales while you've got those leads that are still warm. And at worst case, you can always follow up with them in the future. The next thing is to feature other local businesses. This is something that works well, particularly if you're a local business yourself, or if you're in like a real estate agent, something like that, insurance agent, some kind of local service, featuring other local businesses. And I'll kind of use real estate as the example, but again, this could apply to multiple places. But using your blog to feature unique places in your area, in your community. And so organizations, businesses, whoever that is, it could be simple as doing an interview with them, let them promote themselves, talk about what they do and how long they've been there and tell their story, and then sharing it on your website. And then once you've published that, simply let them know about it. And so you're kind of building some good karma. You're building connections and relationships and all these just, these good human things to do, building friendships in your community. So it's a great thing. And you're doing them a favor, shedding some light on them. Just let them know about it. And a lot of times what naturally happens is that people will share that with their audience. So if you're, let's just say, a local real estate agent and you're talking about one of your neighborhoods that you really you feel like you specialize in, and you go do a feature on one of the local restaurants there, and maybe you shoot a video with them or just write a blog post with some pictures of how much you love the place, that sort of thing. Let them know about it. A lot of times they'll put that out on their Facebook page and say, hey, this is cool. Look, this local real estate agent talked about how great we are. Everybody check it out. And so they'll send traffic your way, and they'll put you in front of their audience, which was ultimately the goal. So it's just an idea of giving first, and then a lot of times you receive in return. So having the right motives there of really making them look good, and again, kind of spreading good karma, a lot of times will pay off. So be sure to feature other local businesses, share the love a little bit. The next idea is to help your alma mater. And so if you graduated from university or college, email your alumni office and let them know how your education helped you, and try to be specific. So if you own a business or whatever you're doing today, and you're trying to promote it, and I think this is ideal for people that own a small business, you can say, hey, look, I got a business degree from there in whatever year, and it led me to this path, and you kind of tell your story, because schools love to tell alumni success stories. And it makes sense because they use them as sort of a sales tactic in a way, to where prospects and people that are looking, maybe you got your MBA somewhere or just an undergrad degree, and as a prospect, I'm going trying to figure it out, and I go to their website and they have all these alumni success stories, and you see that a lot of times anyway. So they're looking for this content so they can show people, hey, look, all of these guys graduated from here and now they're out making a difference. They're out really successful in business or doing all of these great things and following their passion. It makes the school look good. And so you're just starting that conversation rather than hoping that they come find you. Just contact them and see. Often the school will feature you in some way. If they don't, oh well, you move on. It didn't cost you anything but a few minutes of your time, but they might let you do an article or do an article about you on the school's website, which can have a great benefit from an SEO perspective. If you get a link to your business's website from a university's website, that's a great link to have for SEO. But beyond that, just it's free, nice promotion for your business. It's something you can share and say, hey, look, we were featured on whatever university's website. Pretty cool. You can kind of use that tactic in your favor. So anyway, great free thing that you can do. Reach out to your alma mater, let them know about what you're doing. They'll probably be really receptive to it. The next idea is very similar to that, and that's to be a case study. So email every third-party service that you use, assuming that you like them, and offer to be a case study. Again, many businesses love to have case studies, and they'll want to feature you. If you think about it, if you're in business for yourself, wouldn't you love that? I mean, to have a customer, you love getting positive testimonials, or if you're a business to business thing, hearing other businesses that are using your service and really succeeding with it. Maybe it's increased sales or whatever it is that your service provides. It's awesome. It's a great sales tool for you to say, hey, look at all these case studies of people that are just killing it while they're using our service. So you're just sort of returning that favor. So make a list, of everybody that you use that you like. Contact them via email, maybe via Facebook, and just say, hey guys, we're really loving your service. We'd be happy to be a case study. Many of them will feature you. Provide any information you can. Try to be detailed. That'll sort of increase your odds of them using you and featuring you. If you can say, hey, since we started using this, sales are up 19% in the last 6 months or something like that. Try to be specific and as helpful as possible. And then again, it has the same benefits as like with the alma mater. From an SEO perspective, you're getting a great link from a high quality service in your industry, maybe even from a pretty big company, which is great. And then it's also nice free promotion of your business. They're going to talk about you on their site, maybe on their social media or both. So it's a great plug for your business as well as theirs. Next is to send something mysterious. This is an idea that came to us from Lori Cheek of Cheeked, which you may have seen on Shark Tank. It's a sort of a different dating service where it's a set of cards that she calls like cheeked cards, where you would sort of hand to somebody as an alternative to a pickup line. You kind of hand them a card and it has sort of a clever introduction or whatever. And so she used that concept to get some unbelievable publicity for her business when she just started. So she went from basically having no business at all to she got some envelopes and some cards that just said, this card will change your life. And she sent it out to 20 different reporters in New York City that she thought might be interested in it. So people that cover dating and social things. And the result was that she had spent $12.50 on doing that. And a few weeks later, she was featured on the cover of the New York Times style section, and they were talking about how it was revolutionizing the dating world, which is pretty remarkable for that small of an investment. She even went on to receive a call from the Oprah. She didn't end up being on the show, but it just goes to show the snowball effect that happened from one creative thing that was very, very cheap to do. So think about that, apply it to your business. This is more of a brainstorming one, but in your industry with what you do, what's something you can mail, ideally physically mail to influencers that would get their attention? People that are in the media, things like that that you could send them. Maybe it's something handwritten, handmade, whatever, something that's going to get their attention, maybe get you some free publicity. A lot of times, email, social media, and that sort of stuff, while it all fits and has its place, can be, there's a lot of noise there when you're trying to get the attention of an influencer and get free publicity. So doing something like this will help you stand out, do something a little bit unique. So think about that. It certainly worked for Cheeked and launching their business. And then blogging effectively, and we're sort of wrapping things up here. And so this can be used for just about any niche that you're in, and it may sound a little bit boring, but we've seen this work in a variety of industries. We use it ourselves, just time and time again, that if you know what you're doing, a blog can make such a huge difference for the leads and the traffic that you pull into your business, and ultimately your sales. One of the simple, I'm just going to give you a few tips for simple ways to start blogging more effectively. Even if you're blogging now, if you don't have a plan, you're probably not doing as well as you could. We'll just say it that way. So make sure that you're answering the most common questions that you receive in your business. So from day to day, you get questions about your products, your service. People ask you your opinion about, is this model better than that model? Those sorts of questions. So when you get these types of sales questions, you should safely assume that when people are asking them to you, they're also asking these questions online to Google and to other search engines. And so it's a good thing for you to just make a note of that. And as you get time, and I would encourage you to make the time for this, or have staff that help you with this, write a blog post that answers that same question in a more general way. So title of the blog post, whatever the question was, and then just answer it. Again, working from the assumption that, hey, if they had the question, I'm sure somebody else does too. So just give your best answer, be detailed, be open, be honest. Another thing you can do is read online forums to get content ideas. So if you're just getting started, maybe you're not getting questions directly from customers yet, there's online forums for everything. Just go do Google search of whatever your niche is, forum, and you'll find them, and find out what people are talking about, find out the questions they're asking to the online community, and again, gives you an opportunity to build content on your website that matches up with that, and pull in some of that traffic yourself. And just in general, you want to target very specific problems, and things that people are searching for online, as opposed to more general things. So whatever your industry is, really hone in on the specific things. If you have a camera business or something like that, you're not going to rank for something real generic like Nikon cameras, but you might be able to rank for a post that you wrote about how to take great beach pictures at sunset, something like that. That's real specific and narrow, and providing those tips. So sort of letting that, what we call long tail keyword strategy, drive you, will be really effective when you have a newer blog. And then don't be afraid to address negative topics with open and honesty. So as I said before, people probably ask you some of the problems with your service, or some of the problems with, if you're a personal trainer, don't I, can I lose weight without a personal trainer? Or, if you sell washing machines, what are some of the problems with this washing machine? That sort of thing. And so the tendency is to hide from that question because you feel like it looks bad on you. But a blog is a great opportunity to build trust with your audience. And so being able to answer that question honestly, and understand that nothing's perfect. Your service, our service is not perfect. Our product's not perfect, nor is yours. So pointing out the limitations, just being open, saying, hey, it might not be right for you. It's actually a really good sales tactic, but it's honest as well. So say, hey, it works great for these people. If this is you, though, we might not be the one for you. So that idea is old as Miracle on 34th Street and Macy's sending customers to other stores, if you've ever seen that Christmas classic. So use your blog for the same way. Just be honest, and it'll really help drive engagement and ultimately sales with your audience. So hopefully this was a helpful exercise for you, and got some ideas flowing here. If you'd like, we've got all of these ideas and 6 or 7 more in a PDF that we sort of explain further and give you some more examples. If you click on the link in the corner of the video, or down in the description. We're just going to ask for your email address, and then we'll send you a free PDF copy of that has 17 in total free or very cheap marketing ideas that you can use in a variety of different businesses. So hopefully that'll be helpful to you. Be sure to check that out. Until next time, wish you all the best of luck and have a great day.